Hoy les vamos a dar unos consejos de cómo
wychować dzieci w różnych językach.
Boom! Cześć ludzie! What's up people? Hola, Vigo's mom and Vigo's dad here. Welcome to another episode. Today we decided that we wanted to go a little bit more
Academic, so to speak. We're going to talk about how we are raising Vigo in 3 different languages. So, a trilingual baby. Is it hard? How do we go about it?
Poor boy, 3 languages.
Or poor us.
This topic is actually something that
It's
it's
a
not
little
easy.
personal to me because
Yeah.
of my background,
Yeah,
right?
Carolina has a background in linguistics.
And we will share some intel on how to do it best. First tip is be consistent because there are different ways in how you can raise your children in different languages. First one is one parent, one language, and this is what we do, but that's not the only way. The other way is one place, one language, for example, which means like if we spoke both Spanish or both Polish, we would only speak with each other and with Vigo at home in this language, and then outside we would speak English.
Yeah.
And we do the one parent and one language. What is your experience with that?
Yeah, so that's what we exclusively do. I speak to Vigo only in Spanish, and
Yeah.
she speaks to Vigo only in Polish. And you know what? We've had a relationship in English, even though she spoke Spanish, you know, when we met and all that. But the relationship started in English, and for the longest time, it was just English. And when she got pregnant, I remember that, you know, she mentioned, you know, we should do one parent, one language. And I was thinking, okay, I think it would be natural for me to speak Spanish to him,
Yeah.
but because in our family relationship
yeah.
was English, for a second I had a little doubt, like, oh, am I gonna have to speak Spanish exclusively to him? You know what I mean? Like,
But is there something maternal, paternal, I don't know, the instinct to your child that you speak your mother tongue? Because it brings
Yeah.
you also to this emotional place of childhood that you were raised in this language.
hello? Digo, ¿cómo se llama eso? ¡Capche! ¿Te gusta el capche? ¿Sí o no? ¡Sí! ¡No! Digo, es Team Capche. ¡No! ¿Me trajiste la otra? Porque tú eres Team Capche. ¡No!
When I say place, it's not about like geographical location. What it means is your child goes to school or talks with friends, they speak English, but at home or with the family, right? When the parents don't really speak English. So it's about the family versus, you know, outside world, I guess.
So let me
Yeah.
ask you a question. Let's say, for example, that it's a nice Polish family that speaks Polish. You know, the
Yeah.
kids speak Polish and the parents speak Polish, but they live in the UK where it's English. And the kids start going through this phase and going to school, and they come home and they want to speak English because that's what they speak with
But
their
that
friends.
happens often with children that are multilingual or live abroad, that they have a preferred language. It's usually the language of school and friends, especially when they're older.
What should we do?
You just have to continue speaking to them in your language because otherwise they will stop developing this language.
So
They-
consistency, right?
Yeah, consistency. Another tip, people often think that bilingual children are going to have a speech delay or they're going to speak a lot later, which is not true. They can speak a little bit later, but it's still within the healthy age range. If you see that your kid has a bigger delay, then you have to consult a speech therapist.
We are not medically trained.
We're just talking about our experience and some things that I know from my university. But they will mix words. And many parents at this point think, oh my God, it's too much, they're confused, they're not gonna learn none of the languages well, and it's not true. They mix, and it's normal that they mix, because there's a stage where they just develop some words in this language, some words in this, only exclusively, and they would speak, let's say, Polish with Spanish words for something, right? Or English.
Yeah, like for
Vigo
example,
does this.
Vigo does it all of the time. Like his
Yeah.
vocabulary is a mix of, it's a noodle soup of things.
Yeah.
Let's say the word kasha. which is oatmeal,
Kasha.
porridge, kasha. Not kasha as in, Katarzyna.
Yeah.
Okay, so this word, he learned it in Polish. She was asking for it. Kasha, kasha, kasha. Now, in nursery, they say, Vigo, make your porridge. And he starts saying porridge.
I cry a little bit on the inside, but I know it's just a phase. They will mix languages. But this is all temporary. Eventually, he'll build all the systems, it's called professionally systems, all the languages fully. If you keep speaking and exposing him to or them to all the languages, which by the way leads us to another tip. The exposure to language. A lot of people think play them cartoons, play songs in different languages. This does nothing, actually. Maybe it does later once they already speak languages a lot better, but when they're little, they only learn by interaction. So they only learn speaking to mom, speaking to dad, and then speaking to friends or teachers at the nursery, or like child minders, babysitters. They never learn passively, by screens. But at the beginning, it's very important that you talk to them, sing to them, play with them, and read a lot of books. Expose them to all the languages in books as well. Like for example, what Vigo reads to bed. This is Dominican Constitution.
This is the Spanish dictionaries.
And also in English so that he understands the mixed society he lives in. Sociology!
Cut to B-roll showing books. Książki są do czytania. Una noche cuando Ernesto contaba a su familia, calling Dinosaur Rescue! Dinosaur Rescue, please come quickly! One tip that I have for you guys is that try to speak to your kids kind of like they are adults.
Yeah.
Like for example, obviously it's normal to add a little bit of kiddie language, and baby talk and stuff like that. But from the beginning, we gave Vigo somewhat longer sentences and more complex.
You just repeat a lot, but speak and ask him questions and describe what you're doing, what's happening in like adult complex sentences.
Yeah, just repeat it all the time, like you said. If you repeat it several times, you can give longer sentences because eventually they will create the neural path connections or whatnot in the brain. And we can say that Vigo today, he's about to be 2 years old, and he in 3 languages he's able to follow
so many things.
So many
even
things.
Surprises us. Like sometimes there are phrases and words that we didn't like specifically teach him, but all of a sudden we're like, what did he knows this, he understands. So it works. It works.
It does work.
Another important tip, don't correct your children's mistakes as they speak, because that would just stress them out and confuse them, and it's just not nice. After they say something wrong, then you can just repeat it back to them, or like, oh yes, you want this and this, and say the word correctly. And that's how they learn. Don't stress about mistakes. Children, when they learn especially different languages, they make a lot of mistakes. And interestingly, they don't make mistakes because they don't know the rule. They make mistakes because they don't know exceptions. So they would just say words filling the pattern that they know. Let's say in Polish, they would say jeden pies, one dog, dwa piesy. They would just add the plural ending, not knowing that plural is a different form. It's an exception form.
So for example, what you said right now,
Let's say they would say child in singular, and they would try to say childs.
Ah, okay, child.
Not children, because children is the irregular form.
I make those mistakes. In my Polish, I'm a child.
Oh, in Polish, yes.
Guys, one last thing. If you have the opportunity to give your children the chance of learning more than one language, why not?
Do it!
It's like the benefits are incredible. For example, in my case, I started learning English when I was like 12 years old, and it was years and years of homework and this and repetition and hard work, and I'm still trying to learn Polish. And when we lived in Austria, I was trying to learn some German, and then it started messing up with my Polish, and I said, no, Polish is more important. In general, why not? Why not? There are so many benefits from a child being raised in different languages.
Because it's not only the language itself, it's also what it does, the process, what it does. You have higher IQ according to research, so Vigo will be smarter than us. There's less risk of dementia, Alzheimer's, and the brain activity is just so much more complex. Even they don't take bilingual children into any type of brain tests or brain research because their brains are on a different level.
Who wouldn't want that for their kids?
Because of that, also more creative, and they communicate better, they know different cultures because of that, and I guess that's why also they are less likely to be unemployed. Also according to research.
Incredible. And you know, that's something that we see every day with him. We teach him colors, we say it in English, we say it in Spanish, we say it in Polish, and the way his creativity, the way that he puts together words, even singing. Now he's singing in English. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Little kids, when they are exposed to sounds from different languages from early on, they're also like musical brain is affected and how he's sensitive to sounds.
But anyways, yeah, so the phonetics of each language affects even the way songs are sang, etc. And all those things add to the overall creativity development of the kid.
So, one takeaway, if you can, just do it.
Boom! Guys, that is the end of the episode. Thank you very much. You know, we're learning something every day with Vigo when it comes to this racing in different languages.
Hopefully we helped you a little bit if you are raising your little one in different languages.
Indeed. Guys, today we're bringing the shout out of the day.
Shout out! It's shout out, baby! It's shout out! It's shout out time! It's shout out! It's shout out for you! It's shout out time!
And just like I promised, a couple days ago I posted on YouTube where I was gonna choose one of you guys to give you a shout out. And here, let's do it.
So many comments, right?
So many comments. Thank you very much. I was asking you guys where you're from. Anyways, Vigo's mom is gonna stop the scroll. 3, 2, and stop it.
Oh, thanks, nice.
Oh, Evelka, huh?
Evelka B.
Evelka B. Evelka, thank you very much for supporting us. Thank you for commenting. And guys, share this video with someone that has a kid or not.
Just
Just share the video.
Dzięki!
Bye bye.